Hey family, hope you guys are doing great and safe. I'm back with another video, so fasten your seatbelts. Let's get started. These guys did the best they can, and in the end, they were successful, but they celebrated too early. What do you think? This guy owns the biggest frogs we have ever seen. This is Dumpy, and she is an Australian white frog. Looks like the same size as her owner's head. However, we think that this may just be a camera trickery or with some kind of editing to make Dumpy look bigger than she actually is. Now look at the trick.
Is Dumpy. She is an Australian white tree frog and they typically get 4 to 5 inches in size. Now, the only difference is, she happens to sit a little closer to the camera than I do. Alright, Dumpy. Say goodbye.
When thunder hits this car in a parking lot, it turned it on. Now I'm not sure whether it's a normal car or an electric one.
Andamos en Abreu, oite! Nosotros Cheparón en Abreu! Nosotros Cheparón!
Video is coming from Saudi Arabia. An off-roading adventure took a dramatic turn when a truck was suddenly surrounded by a flash flood. Truck driver has to think quickly, and this became a race against time and nature. This was no ordinary retreat. This was a high-stakes sprint for survival. Let's see what happens next. Guys, what do you think? Does this actually happen in history? Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Now in this series of clips, I'm gonna show you some strange creatures that are not easily explainable. Some of them can be explained, but not all of them. Let me know in the comments below if you have any different opinions. I'm not sure what to say about this clip from TikTok. This guy is for sure standing on a very thin line and cannot afford to trip. Let's watch this video and let me know in the comments below if you will do this job for any price. Big shout out and special thank you to our supporters Jean Lumber, DJ Double, Michael Balcott, Giselle Van, Miol, XX Nighthawks, Keith Anderson, TCF 70, and GitPick. You can also join the channel membership and get a shout out like this. Click on join button and check it out. Guys, you might have to be more cautious nowadays while eating cabbage. And this raises lots and lots of questions. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below.
Was it a spy balloon sent by China? It caused enough concern that U.S. fighter jets scrambled to investigate.
1 year after the U.S. shot down a suspected Chinese spy balloon, officials are now tracking another balloon.
Would it be a replay of the international incident that took place last February when a Chinese balloon crossed the USA before it was shot down over the coast of South Carolina on live TV?
Break one, splash one. That is a big kill.
Pretty soon, NORAD determined the latest balloon scare posed no threat to national security. So, whose balloon was it? Inside Edition has learned that the balloon was sent aloft by a hobbyist who lives in the state of Illinois. We were able to identify him by the balloon's radio call sign. He does not want to be named. The balloon was launched February 4th before it made national news. And guess what? It's still up there. After the sightings in Utah and Colorado, the balloon flew across the USA via the jet stream. Yesterday, it was over Spain. Today, Israel.
They realized how small it was and that it's not like the Chinese balloon from over a year ago, which was a really massive structure.
We were with amateur balloonist John Garichet last year when he launched a balloon in Ohio with the help of 7th grade students. Their balloon floated to heights of 100,000 feet. Look at that. The military may be seeing more crafts like these because amateur ballooning is growing in popularity.
There are hundreds of
A tourist site in eastern China has built a playground in the sky by using a large net held afloat between two cliffs. Many became concerned about safety as visitors would be running about on the suspended net 200 meters from the ground without any harness.
人来这儿就是可以找到回归童年那种感觉嘛。就是我们不想动了，躺在上面放放松，晒晒太阳就是很舒服的。那小孩到了这儿都是不肯走，他们蹦啊跳啊，然后呢打打闹闹，其实在这上面玩的非常非常开心，
超乎了我们对他的预期。
Pilots squeed on a runway in Dubai and fired up their 7 jet engines with an ear splitting roar. But they were not preparing to fly a plane, they were the aircraft. This city state in the United Arab Emirates, known for being home to world's tallest building and other wonders, hosted what it called its first ever jet suit race.
Closest analogy would be that dream of flying where you can walk, run and step and then go wherever your mind is taking you. And yes, the world of Marvel superheroes and DC Comics, they have created that dream but with CGI, and we've got the closest I think anybody's ever got to delivering that for real. Dubai was built on a dream that many people said couldn't be delivered, and you look around and you see everything here. It's got some of the biggest, boldest demonstration of human ambition, so why not launch a jet suit race series here?
Sure, Willy Wonka's chocolate factory is a world of pure imagination.
No life I know to compare with pure imagination.
But organizers who tried to recreate the colorful candy scene from the movie in what was advertised as Willy's Chocolate Experience, more or less delivered a Fire Festival cheese sandwich.
My little girl, she's only 4. She was dressed up as Willy Wonka, and she was quite disappointed.
Parents and ticket holders like this dad were stunned to see what was promised, like in these ad photos, was anything but. Turns out the location in Scotland where this event was being held was sparsely decorated, a few balloons and things.
My 2 oldest boys, they found it funny. They laughed it off.
Organizers wrote an apology on Facebook that has since been deleted, saying they would offer refunds.
An abandoned McDonald's on an island in Alaska has turned into a time capsule. The island of Adak in the Bering Sea used to be home to an army base that was built in 1942. It was decommissioned in the early 90s, and most people left the remote location.
What was 6,000 people living on the island at its peak is now down to 33 permanent residents. So there were all of the infrastructure-oriented elements that you would imagine for the military and their families: housing, recreation, basketball courts, movie theaters, swimming pools, et cetera, and all the infrastructure that goes along with that too, hospitals, et cetera. But curiously, there's an abandoned McDonald's there.
Photographer Chris Luckhart documents places long after they've been abandoned. He set out to photograph Adak, but says finding this throwback was a pleasant surprise.
And the promo signs, interestingly, have gotten a lot of attention online from on the drive-through menu, which still has the original prices from 1994, which were still 2 to 3 times higher than mainland US and Canada, just because it's a remote and northern location, and shipping raises the price of everything, essentially. So the prices are quite high for the time.
Luckhart says the remaining residents of Adak are enjoying their quiet corner of the earth and are welcoming of visitors. He says he wants his work to spark curiosity about a place's history and its potential future.
I have a theme to my work that is based on a Japanese phrase, Tokyo Koita, and it essentially captures the concept of timelessness. And the more English version of the theme is past, present, and future. So I'm looking into the past with a lens in the present and thinking about what the future develops.
At this race course in Japan, speed isn't everything. It's a tradition that harks back more than a century. These muscular workhorses have to pull heavy sleighs through a 200-meter track. At their quickest, the horses move at the pace of a brisk human walk. But soon they'll have to take the first of several breaks to catch their breath. And it's this unpredictability that's attracting new fans to the dying sport.
いや、やっぱもう辛いとは思うんですけど、でもやっぱりなんかそれでも頑張れという応援の気持ちは出てくると思うんで、そこら辺を応援できるのは大きいかなと思いますね。
It's slow, but I think that kind of builds a little bit of suspense because no matter how good people or horses look in the beginning, the crucial parts, the last like 50 meters, you know, so it can change at any time, which is cool.
The origins of the Banei Keiba race go back to Japanese settlers in the northern island of Hokkaido. They relied on banba horses to clear fields, transport goods, and operate mines. Banba horses are twice as heavy as racing thoroughbreds and are capable of hauling sleighs over 600 kilograms. Yoshiyuki Hattori is no stranger to breeding winners. He says the animals are treated with care and not forced to pull loads beyond their ability.
やっぱりサラブレッドはものすごくなんていうの改良されて出来上がったもう例えば車で言えばもうベンツとかロールスロイスですよね。でバンバはそうじゃなくてもう荷物引くためにもう昔の古いトラックだと思ってくれればいいですね。そのぐらい違うと思ってます。
Interest in the Banei Keiba has seen a slow and steady decline in recent times. The Obihiro
Guys, thank you
Racecourse
very much for watching this video. I'll request you to please like the video, share with your friends and family, and post a comment. I'll see you in next video. Till then, take care, peace. Bye bye. God bless.